Hello, hello, everyone. We are here for episode 2 of Relationships Uncensored. Are you ready? I know that you guys have been patient. I actually had a sciatica issue and we delayed a couple of our episodes, but we are back up and running and we are going to make it happen. I am Coach Cindy Soto in Sacramento, California, and I am here today to talk about a topic that isn't that fun, but we gotta deal with it when it happens, and that's infidelity. And, if you're fortunate in life to go through a relationship where this doesn't even touch or the surface for you, in your relationship, consider yourself lucky. I wanna share with you some tips to look for when you may be facing this in your relationship. Are you having doubts? Are you having uh, things in your mind keep you busy and it's not outside influences? It's all the things in your mind, questions, unknowns that may be going through your mind, wondering, he's acting kind of funny. She's not coming home. She's going out with her girlfriends all the time. So, what are some of the things that we can look for to help us? And I'm going to talk from a male perspective because I've interviewed a lot of males, and I'm going to talk from the female perspective. So, if you're listening from either one, take away what fits your situation, right? Relationships are different in every scenario. There's not one relationship that's the same. So when you listen to what I'm about to talk about today, I want you to extract what you can relate to. And whatever you don't relate to yet, just keep it in the back of your mind that, hey, didn't Coach Cindy say that? So I want to start by sharing my story, a little bit of it. Infidelity hit my relationship in year 8 of my marriage, and it shook not only myself up, my children, but we had a large circle of family, friends, coworkers, people in the community. And so we were like the perfect couple, if you want to say, right? People would never think that something shook our relationship. They couldn't be farther from the truth. And I can sit here and tell you that social media has really amped up what isn't reality, right? They highlight all the happy. People post only happy, which is good, right? We want to live in the moment, but some of that isn't real. Well, let's just be honest. It's not true, right? You can post a picture of you smiling, I'm on the boat, water in the background, and then you get home and your husband's drunk on the couch. Or you come home to your husband yelling and screaming at you. Or your wife is just laying on the couch, no dishes in the sink, no food met, kids are running around in diapers. Whatever it is, it's just so many people portray on social media to have this perfect life. And I'm here to knock all that BS out the door. And I want to be real with you. I want to get to the root of real life, right? Real life consists of we are going to work, we're grinding every day, we're stressed, we have to come home, we have to either cook dinner, watch the kids, make sure that they go to their sporting events. It's a wide range of responsibilities when we're married or that if we're a mom or a father that we need to handle. And it's stressful. And usually the two people that suffer are the two people doing the most work. And that's the mom and the dad. And if you're a single parent, it's just that it falls on that one parent. And so if that is you and you've had an enormous amount of feelings that go through you during these stressful times of, you know what? I wish I could just get a little bit of her time. I wish I could just, have intimate moments with my wife where I wish he would make me feel some type of way. I wish he would at least not just sit there and sit on the couch and watch the news or football all the time. But reality is what we need to look at us internally first. So we're going to take a woosah. We are not going to, we're going to go to a place of really identifying the problems in our relationship that lead up to infidelity. And when I say it's not a blame match of, well, he did that, so I did this, or, because she did that, and it wasn't even, cheating with another person, but she did this certain act that pissed me off. I went and did this. We are going to set those aside because that's the blame game, and we don't play the blame game. Take accountability. And I know many people won't even like my channel because I'm making you come forth with accountability for your actions. I can't coach you and I can't spend time with you if you're not willing to see your part you played. What did you do? Yes, maybe a person in your relationship cheated and you didn't, but we need to take accountability for each individual. I need to take accountability for the part I played in my role as a wife when I was married. And just because he did what he did and he went out and cheated, I need to fix me. I need to say, what was going on that I missed? I need to reevaluate. I want you to take a step back because I know you probably don't hear that quite often. It's the person that cheated needs to get fixed, right? And that is true. But there's two people in this relationship. And if there is no longer two people that want to work on it, cut ties right now. Go get that divorce. Because if one person is turning a blind eye to it, whether you're the person that cheated or not, if you're not willing to communicate with your partner right away, then it's not going to work. And I'll tell you why. Let's back up a little bit. Let's talk about what is cheating, right? Because I've had this debate so much with people thinking, "Oh, but I was only texting the person. I was only in a relationship online. We didn't see each other. I don't care. That's cheating. You are being a person unfaithful to your partner." So, whether you were emotionally cheating, meaning because you were lacking something, you went and got an emotional thing from a person, an emotional cradle, I call it, from a different person to get what something that was lacking, or you could have been online cheating just because you were bored or you needed to take up time. Maybe your husband or wife was working all the time and you were just at home. So you decided to go online and cheat. But I didn't meet them in person, right? Then we have the good old fashioned physical cheating. You actually went out and did the act, or you may have done all of the acts that I just said: online, emotional, and physical cheating. Whatever it is cheating. And I need you to understand and accept that. Because if you don't, you and your partner, this will be an ongoing argument. That just because you only were online or you didn't physically get into an intimate relationship with somebody doesn't mean that you cheated. That's so untrue. So let's talk about what are the red flags that we as women and men miss or choose to miss. Red flags like, I have never been over to his house. I have never met his family. I have never met somebody that just calls me and wants to come over versus just calls me to talk. Getting on that level, right? Um, the red flags we need to look for when our mate is cheating can all be surrounded by what exactly did they used to do and they're doing differently now. Are they staying out all night? Are they starting to go out on the weekends with their friends or say they're with a friend, but you don't really know? Do they not return the calls or text messages if they are out? Can you get a hold of your partner? Maybe you come home and your partner's not there. Maybe you drive by his house, you guys don't live together, and he's not there. His car's never there. These are all very just some of the many things that we need to look at, right? But I want you to really focus on not just, oh, well, he doesn't do that, what Coach Cindy just mentioned, so he's not cheating. That's not true. There's so many different patterns. Then we have cheaters that get very good at their pattern and making sure, like, well, hey, I'm going to be here on Wednesday nights. Maybe I bowl on Wednesday. Girl, please. If he's doing an activity, that's great. You guys need to have your own stuff. But I'll make sure that if you are having any type of feeling, make sure that you know where your man is. And men, if your woman is saying she's going out with her girlfriends for a few drinks after work, and it happens to be on a Tuesday, and then next week it's on a Wednesday, and it's getting more and more frequent, you better go just take a ride up to wherever she says she is. I mean, I'm just keeping it real, right? What I would do. So I had a gut feeling. That gut instinct for both men and women is there. It's real. Listen to it. Don't doubt it. I guarantee you, if you doubt it or you put it on the back burner, you're going to end up hurt because that gut instinct is there. It is a monitor internally that we have that says something's not right. Go check it out. If you choose to ignore it, that's on you. But if it is, you have that gut feeling and you go and check it out, everything checks out, that's good. But you have that right to know this is your life, right? And always check it out. Never let it just keep building, right? So you want to just knock that out right away. So what happens when red flags appear and that gut feeling is there? How do we investigate it, right? What do men and women do? Men, they'll just ask. Women, we'll go call our girlfriends. We'll call everybody but our man to ask him until he gets home. And then, boy, oh boy, we're hitting him with, "Are you cheating on me?" Right? Or if we're watching a movie and then all of a sudden it's a love story. Oh, the most beautiful, beautiful love story. And then all of a sudden we look at him, "Why don't you do that? You don't do that anymore. You used to do that." And then you start creating stories in your mind of, well, he used to be this way and he's no longer, right? We're creating those stories, ladies. So let's learn to not go based on emotion, but out of logic, right? What are the facts? What are the facts that he's not coming home? Maybe he's not he's after work, he's going for drinks with the guys. Ladies, maybe not coming home, going to drinks with the girls, or they say they're going to go shopping after work, and that shopping is every day or a couple of days, right? We got to be real, and we just got to go and check out things sometimes when they're not right. But when infidelity hits your family, and I talk about family because when you cheat, it affects not only you, but the person that your partner in life. It affects your children, the people around you, right? Could even affect our work life. So when you're going through infidelity in your relationship, it's hard to concentrate, right? It's hard to know uh, what um, what to do or how to focus and work. Still do your daily life things, right? That's why you got to nip it in the butt right away. And so we're going to talk about what to do. And after you think about the red flags that we were talking about earlier, and you have the tools to go and do what needs to be done to see if your mate is cheating, it's going to give you such power back because infidelity only hits if your eyes are closed, right? If you're not making your mate happy, if you're not doing certain things that you used to do, maybe things have changed. Maybe you haven't communicated with your partner. Maybe your partner needs communication. You need to sit and talk with your partner, and that's okay. And so we're going to talk about things that you can do once you have found out that this is happening. I want you to take a step back. I don't want you to confront your partner. I don't want you to do anything but you take a step back. And whatever time you need to process not only the facts, but the emotions behind it. I want you to process it. Maybe that's taking a step away, going to your parents' house or going somewhere for the night and letting your partner know, "Hey, I'm gonna be gone for tonight," right? But I want you to process it first, right? Avoid making impulse decisions. I call these emotional decisions. Every time we have something happen, 70% of the country is a feeler, meaning you lead with emotions, right? Gosh, God bless these logical people out here because the logical ones, they lead with logic. Does not mean that they don't have feelings. They just lead with logic and what makes sense. So I want you to take a step back and really look at the facts. Evaluate the facts. Say, I know all of these feelings are going through my head and they are valid. We will address those feelings, but we need to right now get in logic mode of what just happened, right? I want you to seek a coach, a therapist, a family, a friend that's close in your circle. It could be family. Try to be your one confidant that you talk to, right? And I try to avoid family. Set a time to then calmly talk to your partner. Tell them you need to talk with them. And this is not a long drawn out thing after you found out. I'm talking, it could be the same day. However long it takes you to process and get in a mindset of not just leading with emotions is when you can move forward and talk to your partner. Get a time from him or her. Let's talk at 4 p.m. I have something I really want to talk to you about. Okay. Make sure there's no kids running around. Put them to your parents or to a babysitter for a few minutes because you need that undivided attention to be just on you and him or your partner. Okay. And so when you sit down, I want you to clearly identify the facts first. Okay. I want you to do this by using I statements. And this is, I am guilty of it because sometimes when our emotions are so heavy, we will just throw up at the mouth and we will say things and regret it later. So if you approach your partner with this, "Hey, babe, this morning when I saw your email was open and there was a female that was messaging you that she will meet you at X bar tomorrow evening and you told me you're gonna be working late. Can you explain that?" Right? Instead of, "I can't believe you said you were going to work on tomorrow and I saw the email and you are just a cheater. You are a liar. You. You is blaming. It's not giving the benefit of the doubt. It's not being calm and classy like you should be. Take a step back and say exactly what the facts are, what you found, right? Ask questions to understand. Ladies, we're guilty. Do not ask questions of, "What did she look like? Where is she? How do you know her? What is her name?" All of that, it's irrelevant. Who cares, right? Let's get the facts. If all you want to do is at the end of the day break up, you're not gonna give him a chance to explain himself and to fix and rectify the situation, then just break up. But these are tools that I want you to take with you if you want to really try to understand. At the end of the day, you might still break up, but at least you are approaching this situation calm and classy and you're finding out the facts, getting your questions answered, and then you can make an informed decision. And that's all I want you to do is stay in that mode. And it's hard. Let me tell you, it's hard, especially when you have these emotions and this hurt and the pain that you just found out. But you've got to remember it's happening for you, not to you. So, whatever it is that you're dealing with, it's happening for you for a reason. So we're gonna take that reason away. Your pain is not gonna go away overnight. Yeah, it still hurts. But when you come from a place of it's happening because it needs to happen. It's happening for me. So what is it that is better on the other side? Or is this gonna help our relationship thrive after this? Because we came to a conclusion, we know what exactly was missing. And so asking those questions, everybody, is going to help you identify what happened. Where did we go wrong? Why did you do it? Ask direct questions without your partner becoming defensive. And when I say this with so much love, but you ladies, you got to stop backing your man into the corner. When he feels like he's in a corner, he's going to come out fighting. He is not hearing anything but defense mode. So stop creating that for your partner because it's not going to end well. You're not going to get the answers you want. If you create a safe place, even when they have not been good and they may have done wrong, you're creating a friendship. That's a true partnership because you're not his mom. Gentlemen, you're not her mom or dad. You're not a parent. You guys are partners in life, right? You chose each other. And if at some point a season of life brings when it's not cohesive and you guys aren't meant to be together, then that's okay. But right now you're in the moment. So taking that time to really open up, answer the questions that your partner has and answer them on a level of understanding, you guys are going to get much farther quicker. But a lot of the people want to spend time in the emotions. And if we spend time in the emotions, it's going to take not only longer to heal or to get our answers if we should stay or go, but it's going to not get resolution. So even if after a year of going through, trying to forgive, but you haven't answered the questions or your partner hasn't made it a safe place to even ask the questions, you guys are going to go in circles. That's a rat. That's a, a rat on a wheel, right? A hamster on a wheel. They're just going to go round, 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 over and over and over. So get there faster. And if your partner doesn't want to answer questions, maybe the person that cheated is in his feelings or in her feelings, or they don't want to answer because maybe there's more to the story, or maybe they just don't want to open up. Whatever the case may be, you do not proceed in that relationship until he sits down or she sits down and gives you the answers for that you deserve for clarity, for confirmation, and for resolution. Because until you get those answers, you guys are going to argue about them till the day that they are truly answered. And if that day never comes, you're going to be living year after year miserable. So once your partner has decided to open up about the situation, then you guys can finally come to resolution. And at that point, when resolution has came, then you guys are going to start to heal because questions are going to be answered. What was missing? Well, honey, you stopped getting ready. When I came home from work, you would always, your hair done and you had lipstick on and you just look really beautiful. And you haven't done that in over a year because you're always tired or you're not feeling good. Whatever it is, gentlemen or women, that we used to do when we dated our girlfriends, keep doing it. And if you slack off a little, it's okay when you understand, like, uh-oh, I haven't done that in a while, do it. Those little things, whether you've been married 6 months, a year, 15, 20, 40 years, I don't care. The number one thing is never stop doing whatever that you and your partner fell in love doing. Whether it's getting dressed up, it's going to dinner, it's going to, your partner's favorite place to eat, or, to a movie, or whatever it is you guys enjoy together, keep doing that. Keep getting updates because after infidelity has hit your relationship, you want to spark back up that flame, right? You want to go in and really make sure that you guys are on the same page, that you guys are being intentional with each other, and that you both want the same thing moving forward. You want to put it behind you and move on. And if that is your choice, you've got to make sure you are in it to win it. That you're not going to sit there and bring it up, either one of you, to each other. You need to let it go. Because if you don't, you're going to keep going back, forward, front, back, like a car pressing stop, go. You can't fully gas up and go forward until you stop bringing the past back up because it's way back here. So if you do that, I promise you, you're going to be able to not only heal yourself, heal each other, heal the relationship. You're going to put trust back in there. You're going to put laughter and love back in there. And you're going to have such a beautiful communication, which is the key to a successful life with your partner. Communication is the root. If you took everything out, is the root. How do you communicate? Is it a safe place to communicate to each other? And if you create that safe space, nobody can break that. So I wish you the best of luck. I am Coach Cindy Soto here in Sacramento. I coach personally one on one on a much deeper level about relationships. Relationships as a couple, relationships individually, self care. So check out me at mefirstnow.com. You can go over and subscribe to YouTube channel at Coach Cindy Soto Relationships Uncensored and subscribe for free. Let me know. Leave your comments. Go to ask Cindy Soto at gmail.com. If you have any questions you want to ask me specifically, and I'll be here to answer it all for you. Thank you for joining. If you're here live with us, great. Make sure you comment. I was live because I will be doing a live podcast from Hawaii coming up. So don't miss that. I want everybody to be there. And if you commented, replay if you're watching it on replay, or if you are joining us live, make sure because I'm going to be giving some awesome prizes away. So I look forward to seeing everybody on our next podcast, episode 3. Stay tuned and have a great day. See you later.